Imam Hussein alayhi salam is a role model that all human beings can aspire to be like. Despite his sacrifice happening over 1,000 years ago, the spirit of his message lives on to us in our daily lives today.
Karbala, Karbala, your name flows with every tear and cry. Karbala.
The message of Imam Hussein shows me that even though he had such little support, but he had Allah and he had strong support behind him, and his opposition was so great, he still was able to spread Islam successfully. And it shows me that in my everyday life, if I have Allah behind me, no matter what my opposition is, I can spread Islam.
Karbala, I give you a present with my life.
The 72 companions of Imam Hussein alayhi salam were truly loyal to him. They didn't ever question his authority nor his judgment. They willingly sacrificed their lives. When it comes to Imam al-Zaman ajalallahu ta'ala farajah, we all have to be the same. We do not ever question his authority nor his judgment.
Karbala, your name flows with every tear and cry.
The incident of Karbala has many lessons for me, and every year I learn lessons to develop myself more. Of course, the lessons of patience, perseverance, tolerance, kindness and generosity are clear, but what stands out for me is the lesson of acquiring knowledge and how important it is to constantly yearn to learn more.
Karbala, so on the day of judgment, my head will be high.
Adversity is a part of life that we will all face at one point or another. But looking at what we will gain from our losses, as Imam Hussein gained increased faith in his Lord after the loss of his many family members, is the least we can do.
So much I've been dreaming daily, my heart screaming Hussein.
A lesson I learned from Karbala is to never waste anything. For those few drops of water that could have saved Hazrat Ali Asgar's life go down the drain meaninglessly for us. These are blessings that Allah has given for us, and they're for us to be used, not wasted.
My eyes are begging me, saying we want to see Hussein.
Something that I see is brotherhood, is family, is love, and friendship. Though through all of this, it connects to a path. It connects to a path which leads to the love and the unconditional support of Allah.
My feet, they keep walking, thinking they'll be reaching Hussein.
What the lessons that we should be learning is faith with patience is the key. Anything less than that will not work. Have faith on its own, you will not succeed. Have patience on its own, you will not succeed. You will need both patience and faith, especially in this day and age of turmoil.
My body's calling you, it comes running to you, Hussein.
Some days we may have so much that giving is easy, other days you may have so little that giving becomes hard. Imam Hussein gave water to the men who were sent out to kill him in the blazing heat of the desert, when water is the most precious thing. He taught us to show mercy even when we see none, and he taught us to give even though we may have very little ourselves.
Karbala, Karbala, Karbala.
Imam Hussein alayhi salam has taught us how to recognize when mankind the rights have been usurped, and how to stand up for their rights. In today's age, we're often faced with similar dilemmas as Imam Hussein alayhi salam was many years ago. He had on the one hand the opportunity to accept the oath of allegiance and accept the rule of a tyrant, or to actually stand, and life would have been easy for him, or to actually stand up for what was right and defend the rights of those who didn't have them. We are often faced with this dilemma today in many things that we do. We have an opportunity to take the easy road, or we have an opportunity to struggle.
Karbala, you've stolen my body.
The message that I take away from the tragedy of Karbala is the message of patience. Imam Hussein was patient when he had to live without water for 3 days, when he had to see his family die in front of him, and when he had to prepare the women and the children for what would happen after his death. This all took patience. If he can be so patient in these extreme situations, I can be more patient in my daily life, with my children, with my family, with my colleagues at work, and with myself.
So how I apply the message of Karbala to my life is that Imam Hussein, he went up against the face of danger and he didn't back down. I apply that to my life as in if there's a situation that's difficult or hard for me to handle, I face it full on and don't hesitate, and even though it might be not a favorable outcome, still have the courage to go after what is just, what is right.
Karbala, till I see you, I'm walking deaf and blind.
The one lesson that I use from Karbala the most in my life is not to complain. Alhamdulillah, we have been blessed with so many things. We live in a beautiful country, we've been blessed with a wonderful job, and so many easy conveniences, but still we want to complain. Why in Karbala, when Bibi Zainab was given the chance to complain and to stop the tragedies, did she not complain? She said, I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to teach people how to react, how to spread the message of Islam, and how to deal with these tragedies. We should learn not to complain, to deal with stuff that we've been given. There's a reason for everything. Allah never gives us anything more than we can handle. Just be grateful for everything that's been happening, everything that we have, and remember, there's so many people that are worse off than us.
You can stand up for the truth, like Imam Hussein standing up for the truth. Like if someone's being bullied, don't be a bystander. Actually stand up for the guy.
That is what we can learn from Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And yet that is only a shadow of his very character.
Allahumma arzuqna Karbala bihaqqi Sayyid ash-shuhada. How much I've been dreaming daily, my heart screaming Hussein. My eyes are begging me, saying we want to see Hussein. My feet, they keep walking, thinking they'll be reaching Hussein. My body's calling you, it comes running to you, Hussein. Karbala, 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 you've stolen my body away from my mind. Karbala, 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 till I see you I'm walking deaf and blind.